So we will go ahead and just start recording. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name's Nan Brainerd. So I've been a coach for about 18 months now. I guess almost like probably going on 19 months now. So just wanted to kind of hop on here and share with you guys. We've had a lot of success. So many of you guys are really rocking it, and I genuinely mean that. I mean, we have a really strong team here, and that is absolutely amazing. So I just wanted to, take a few minutes and, see how we can help you guys, where you guys need it most, and just really, let you guys know that we are here for you, and that, you guys are doing a great job. So a couple things first that I wanted to talk to you guys about. We are, as you know, in the prep week of the 30-day challenge group. So this is for anybody that has invested, again, in the programs, programs only, Shakeology, BOD, whatever it may be, Challenge Pack. We just want to make sure that, we do have a place for those people that we have a Crock-Pot challenge starting on December 7th. For anybody that is not ready necessarily, they maybe want to try out Beachbody On Demand, but they're not ready to actually jump in and put everything together yet. So we do have that always available. And also the Fitspiration with Determination group is always there. And again, nobody has to be committed to anything to join that. So anybody that you're talking to, if they need a little accountability, want to check out what we have to offer them, definitely just put them in there, and we can start to get them around and surrounded by us, and all the positive energy that we have. So there's always a place for somebody. So the other thing, I know we were talking, those of us that were at Rebecca's the other day, is about Gmail accounts. There is a lot of information on Google Drive, so I don't know how many of you guys actually have Gmail accounts. So when we're done with this meeting, or like sometime this weekend or whatever, post or message me what your guys' Gmail accounts are. And if you don't have one, go ahead and just set one up, even if it's just for this, because there's a lot of information, such as invites, everything that is shared on Everything with Heart. Anytime you open up a Google document, that's going to go ahead and it'll save it right into there, so you can pull it up and refer to it at any time. So that's where it's kind of a mess for me still, and I'm trying, there's just so much in there. So it's a wealth of knowledge, but it can really overwhelm you. But I definitely want you guys to be able to have your hands on that, because you don't need to reinvent the wheel on a lot of that stuff. And some of the stuff that's in there is, there's things from recipes for how people are running challenge groups, to following up with leads that you'll get when you start becoming Emerald. There's just so many great things on there, and tools that are right at our fingertips that we really need to utilize. The other thing is, I wanted to, I'm going to share my screen with you guys and kind of go through everythingwithheart.com is Team Courage's the big team that we are under Summer. It is her website that they have set up. I wanted to show you guys, I don't know how many of you guys have been on here, but there is so much information on here, and she's always doing it. Oh, she just redid it actually not too long ago. And I don't know if you guys have been on here very much, but just like the back office, the tools are all here. So say that you guys were interested in doing some sort of team training, new coach training is on here, how to invite is on here. The password is why not me one, and then you have to hit submit. So don't just hit enter, or it will not let you in. But say, you're interested in maybe a refresher. You don't have to go through, a new coach training, 7-day training. At any time, if you need to go back through and brush up on a couple things, go in here and just go ahead and do that on your own. There's some great videos in here, 2 or 3 minutes each. It's always a good kind of refresher if you feel like that you need it. So those are definitely there. There's invites. There's how to, common questions and responses in here. objections are in here, follow-ups. So that's definitely something to take advantage of. Another thing is there's lots of before and after pictures. These are coaches on our team. So definitely feel free to use them. There's nice little blurbs over here on the side of short little stories of people. So if you guys are looking for transformations to post on your pages, go ahead and feel free to use these. I don't know, my website's like really slow because I have so much stuff pulled up here. So there's tons of those on here too. That's always a great thing to be sharing those along with the successes of our own challengers and yours as well. Definitely there's lots of coach tools in here, from how to run a challenge group. This is where you're going to need to enter that whynotme.com or whynotme1, sorry, and then submit. So here is everything. Oh, look, this is even new. Vital Webinars is on here. So inviting here, she's got scripts on here. So everything, I don't know if actually all of those, it looks like they're still working on them because I can't even click on all of them. But so here's a bunch of meal plans. Tells you a little bit about challenge groups, kind of, she runs very similar to that we do, but there's lots of meal plans in here. So if you guys even are interested in following along with the meal plan yourself, that's not posted necessarily in the group. And as we start to run our own groups, there's a ton of them in here. So definitely feel free to dig in there, pull some recipes, find some new ones if you guys are kind of getting bored with the ones that you have. There's a lot, as you can see, that are in there. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is available back there. Any questions so far, anybody? No? Okay. The other thing that I wanted to let you guys know is it's pretty awesome. We're going to do, as you know, some people have been in a test group doing the Hammer and Chisel, which is the Body Beast and the 21-Day Fix Extreme hybrid with Summer and Chad. So kind of after, well, kind of a couple weeks ago, I know me personally, after after Halloween, I started to really start to struggle with all the candy that was around, and then I started to get off my meal plan. And just from the little bit of talking to some of the other coaches on the team and the way that they've been able to share their struggles and share their stories, and from being in the test group and really having something to really valuable share on their Facebook pages, Christy and I were talking, and we thought it would be fun to do a mini test group with just our team of coaches. So we were going to start it on November 30th. And what we would do is, if you guys are in a program now, you can continue to do the program. But me personally, I'm going to start 21-Day Fix Extreme because I will be ending P90X2 next weekend, so Thanksgiving weekend. And then that Monday, I'm going to do 3 weeks of 21-Day Fix Extreme. So the plan will be, it'll just be us, and then I don't know if Team Crazy Nuts will have any coaches that want to jump in with us. That's fine. But it's not going to be any content or anything. We'll just do, kind of hold each other accountable. We will do a video each week. Each of us will check in basically with a 1-minute video, and basically share your struggles, your successes. And along the way, people have been really able to go back on that and see how far that they've come each week. The other thing that we'll do is we will check in, or everybody will have a Google Drive. So it'll be your private drive, but you will go ahead and you can send that to your upline coach. So those of you that are under me or Christy or whoever your upline coach is, you can send it to them. And what we'll do is you will post a picture every single day of just you in your sports bra. And then what's been happening is people they're seeing this trend of say at 5 weeks, everyone's feeling really bloated, or maybe they're at first week they were really hungry. So then the next week they kind of up a couple containers here and there, and then they get really bloated and then it goes away, and everyone is experiencing like the same cycle. So I think it's going to be really fun to be able to, for us to see this, to really go through it and really buckle down on our nutrition and use all of our containers, and really kind of dial everything in. And so that when January 1st comes around, as we're sharing this on our social media, people will remember, hey, I remember December, she really dialed in and she did it, and it's the hardest time of the year, and I want to join her group, and then we'll have this to share right before. Like, my plan is to hopefully share my struggles, share how awesome this was, and then put this out there right before January 1st comes, and hopefully that will help us all. I think that's going to be something great that we'll be able to reach out to others during this time of year, you guys. So the idea is that we won't be providing like any sort of meal plan. So it'll be basically follow the nutrition plan that you guys is in your program that you're doing. So I wanted to know, what do you guys think? Is everybody up for doing this? It would be really dialing it in, like no cheats. However, I know it's hard to do during the holidays. Like me, I'm going to probably have plan like one day, like if there's a party that weekend, like one day that I have like an off day, like we typically do, like one meal that I'm going to have a drink, and then my cheat meal or whatever. But I think that for me, I think it's really important that I want to really move on forward through the new year, and I want to be able to share that with with everybody. So I just thought this would be a great way. What do you guys think? Is everybody up for it? Or is it, I don't want you guys to feel like, you guys think that it's too much right now this time of year, or that's up to you guys. I need to get this off. I didn't realize that was still on there. Yay, nay, do we want to do a coach test group? And then my thought is I'm going to start hammer and chisel on like January 1st or whatever. So, because what I had found out last year was I kind of was in the middle, didn't really have a program that I had started, and I had finished bio. So basically all of like November, December, during the holidays, I kind of was just flopping back and forth and doing whatever I felt like. And then actually when I went through and looked at my pictures this year, I noticed that I didn't really get anywhere this whole month, and that I really felt really behind when January 1st hit. So this was something that I thought would be a great way to kind of overcome that, to go in with like a really strong beginning to January 1st. So think about it, I guess. You got what I mean, not getting too much response, you guys. What do you guys think?
I'm in for it.
You guys are good? Okay.
Yep.
So again, it's not going to be anything, like content-wise, we're not going to, we're not going to be posting daily in there. You guys can post, everybody will post what they want, and we can do, if you guys want to post your food logs, we'll do it. But just very general and basic. And I think it'll also really help us share in the challenge group that we're starting up as well. So those of you guys that don't have the 21-day fix, this might be a great time to get it too, if you're interested in starting it, to seeing, because it is just 3 weeks long. It'll take us right up until, Christmas. And it is on special. So if you're thinking of signing your spouse up, that would be a great time too, to, that can be a whole another conversation that we can have, with your upline coach or myself. But that might be another idea as well. So were you going to say something, Heather?
I just ordered, they just came out with a new, I guess, combo pack, I think. That's the 21-day fix and the extreme, and that's what I just ordered.
Oh, just the programs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
well, I mean, I can't order a challenge pack anymore.
No, yeah. Okay.
But it comes with all the containers and everything like that.
How much was that?
With the coach discount, it was $78 before shipping and handling.
Okay, that's not bad at all. Yeah.
No, so I just substituted that for Travis's Shakeology this month.
Okay.
So he'd still be an active coach.
No, that's good. That's a good idea. Yeah, so we will do that. And then the other thing, let's see, I think that's pretty much all like news-wise, kind of cleaning house things that I had.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm on my phone, obviously. How are you guys typing? You're on your desktops, like
computer.
Yeah. So there's no way of me typing on my phone, right? While I'm doing
you guys
this?
were typing. I didn't even see that. I don't know if there is on your phone, Rebecca.
Okay.
I don't think there is.
Okay.
You can. I'm on my phone. You can go, if you just like take your finger and go down that says participants, and with like a little cloud with a dot, and click on that, and then
I'm afraid to touch anything. I don't.
You just touch your screen, like touch your screen, touch your face, and you'll see it.
Oh, okay. Participants. I see that.
And then you can type in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Like the chat. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And
Now
then
you're sideways.
Okay.
Wow.
Learn something new every day. Sorry.
I know we're all new to this, Rebecca, so don't worry.
Well, on Tuesday nights, I always just call on my phone. So I've never actually done, looking at people thing. So.
And then Christy was going to, I can't find you, Christy, so I don't know where you went.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Okay. Christy was going to talk a little bit about some other things, so I will let Christy have the floor.
Okay. Hi, guys. I think I know almost all of you guys, but if you don't know me, my name is Christy. I've been a coach for about 11 months. 11 months. And it's great. I love it. And I'm going to talk about inviting. There's a ton of stuff, like Nan just showed you, there's a ton of stuff on Everything with Heart and the Google Drive. So I'm not really going to go into like those scripts, because you can just go on there and read them yourself. But I'm going to talk about what basically we talked about at Super Saturday, if we're there or not. As we all know, inviting is the #1 vital behavior with Beachbody and us as coaches. So when I first started, I was petrified to invite. I don't know if you guys felt the same way as I did, but I was like, if I just post on Facebook, I'll get people. Like, that's fine. I don't have to invite. Or I'll just invite, my family. That's not the case. Like, maybe for like the first month, yeah, because it's new, people are excited. But after that, no, you need to make a list. You need to invite people off that list. So there are 3 types of invites. #1 is personal. #2 is Facebook group, Facebook post, and then #3 is event invite. And so just to talk about the personal invite, and if you have any questions at all, like while I'm just talking, just interrupt me or chat. So the personal invite, these are people that you already formed, so people that you've already made a relationship with, and you really just want to keep it short and simple. Be yourself. Don't be all like, hi, I'm a Beachbody coach, and just be like, hey, girl. Actually, I have a couple examples. You just want to be genuine. You don't want to really, vomit Beachbody on them. So here's one. Hi, Kristen. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to say hi and to see how you and your family are doing. I also wanted to invite you to an upcoming group I'm running on Facebook. It's a 5-day challenge, and we are going to focus on fitness, nutrition, and sleep. Let me know if you're interested and want to bring a friend along for the fun. Chat soon, Christy. Simple. the key word I use for this is invite, because I just feel like it's like, I don't know, it's just, you're inviting them. You're not like asking, you're not being like, hey, be in my group. And the other key thing is you want to ask open-ended questions. So you want to keep the conversation going. And the other thing is, if you don't hear back from them, there is a good chance that you won't, or they'll say no. It happens a lot. And if they don't, you want to follow up, because the fortune is in the follow-up. Most cases, the people that have not gotten back to me right away, or they told me no, I guarantee months later, like they were ready and they finally said yes. So, and they thanked me for actually following up. So, so yes, so that's the personal invite. The next one is the Facebook event invite. I like to do this with the 5-day groups. So I'm going to do one for the Crock-Pot challenge that we have coming up. And this is just a great way to introduce a number of people to our challenge groups and see what they're like. And the key for this is to keep it public, so your friends of friends see it. And the other thing is, you want to post it like 1 to 2 weeks out. And then you also want to post something every day in the event, so it shows up on everybody's newsfeed. So some examples would be like a sample workout, a recipe. You can do like a before and after transformation, because I know in a lot of our 5 days, we have people who lose 5 pounds, and we can show a before and after of that. We could do a post about, you know, something like a ingredient in the Shakeology. But the key is to keep them engaged. And the other thing is, have people invite friends, and then they have to friend request you. So then that's another person on your list. And then we'll move those people to the group. Bless you. The third one is Facebook. What's that? What, Nan?
It wasn't me.
Oh. The third one is the Facebook posts. And with these posts, you want to make them scroll stopping. So a picture of yourself, a picture of your transformation, a picture of one of your challengers' transformation. You really want to share like a personal story. I know I shared one today about me struggling this week because we don't really have a challenge group right now. Just how I'm struggling and I need accountability and stuff like that. Then you invite them to your group. Have them like your post, say like my post to receive more information, or send me a message and we'll chat about it. But really the whole thing about inviting, personally, it's all about trial and error. Some things work, some things don't. Everybody's different. I know for me, like the personal invites, they actually have gotten a lot easier for me, because I just got to the point and I'm just like, I just don't really, like, you care. And I don't want to say I don't care, because I do care, but you're kind of like, you get so used to it, you're like, oh yeah, just in another event. I know Rebecca, we had a conversation a few weeks ago, and she said, oh, I love inviting, it's just so fun. And that's like, I wish everybody felt like that, because I did not feel it that way the first time I invited it. I was nervous. So but yeah, that's all I got about inviting.
Okay, so we got about 10 minutes left. So I wanted to, real quick, I know you touched on events. Like she said, about 2 weeks out, so probably starting next Monday, if you guys are planning on doing a crockpot event, that's always a great time to kind of get it out there. What I do is I have a list of people that when I've worked through for this month that I've gotten cost objections, different objections that people aren't ready yet. And I will go ahead and send them a personal invite. And then I will also probably make an event. As some of you guys know, I did run up that Planks and Thanks challenge, which was really successful. Kind of overwhelming. It was my first one. And I was like, oh my gosh, how do I friend all these people? So still working with that. I am not planning on running an event like that next month. I know some people were, and that's fabulous. So all the tools, I found that those were on Pinterest, and I also shared them in the group probably a couple weeks ago. So definitely refer back to that. But I thought something fun might be to do the little black dress in the Fitspiration with Determination group to kind of, we can post that the little workout every single day and kind of give us something fun to do in that group as well. So just an idea. The key with events, though, is we each have to do our own. That way, when I don't see Christy's friends and her friends don't see mine, and then they don't join her group. So that's the key to the events. Unfortunately, if we join each other's, then we don't know, who's who, and we don't want to all be building relationships with the same people, which would be fun. We'll get to know them eventually, though. So I wanted to go ahead and talk with Heather and Rebecca. So Heather, we'll start with you first. You guys have both been rocking it this month, actually, for the last few months. And so Heather became a coach May 1st of this year and hit Emerald July 30th, hit her first Success Club last month, and is ready to run now her first challenge group. So just wanted Heather to kind of touch base with us and, share your aha moment, share what your biggest fears were and how you kind of were able to overcome those.
My biggest fears were reaching out to people that I didn't know. I had done a couple other Saley type groups in the past, and it was not a good experience for me. And after talking with Nan and listening to Summer's trainings and explaining that you don't have to feel icky inviting people because you're really trying to help them, that made all the difference. So once I got comfortable with actually sending out the invites, I kind of fell into a routine, and now I don't really think twice about it. I just kind of do it and see what happens. The things that have really changed for me are personal development. Before this, becoming a coach, I never did personal development. I kind of snickered to myself when people said they were doing personal development because I'm like, what is this? Chalene Johnson, her podcast was the first thing I ever listened to. And since then I've branched out to a bunch. I do the audiobooks just because I can listen to them in the car. It's a little easier for me to fit that in. I just finished up a Napoleon Hill, what is it? Your Right to Be Rich or something like that. It was like an 11-hour free thing that I listened like for the last month when I was in the car, and I finally just finished it up. But I mean, and it was done in the 50s. So everything still pertains today, and this guy was amazing. So I try to do the vital behaviors. I drink my Shakeology, and I do my workouts and personal development. I try to post at least twice a day on social media, but I mix it up. I don't do all workout stuff. I try to mix it in with the kids and family stuff and just general motivational things. And then I really try to share my struggles and my successes so people know that I'm not some machine. If I just keep sharing all my, workout pictures, it might make me less approachable because they'll think that they have to be at that same level. And I'm not like that all the time. So I try to share that. And as far as getting participants, I have to follow up consistently. And you have to find, I guess, something that works for you. The bat didn't work for me. I had to find my own way. I don't know if you've taken the personality tests, but I'm an Emerald, so I have this color-coded spreadsheet that I can sort by, and I have nice columns and rows that I can do filters and find who I've talked to, and I document our conversations. That way when I go back to them in a month or so, I can revisit what we talked about before, and it makes it more relatable because I'm not just doing kind of a cold call. I can say, hey, last time we talked, your daughter wasn't feeling well. How are things going now? Like, I can refer back to that. So it makes it a nice, easy transition into that. And I can always share a couple of my things that I've done. For instance, some of the invites I've done in the past or this month have been pretty generic. Something that I can try to use for all of them, so I'm not reinventing the wheel every time. Let's see if I can pull it up really quick. I know we're running out of time. I'm trying to hurry because I know Rebecca had some stuff she wanted to share. For instance, I had reached out to a friend. I'm like, hello, Sarah. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend with your family. I just wanted to follow up with you to see if you were still interested in joining our 30-day challenge group. We start next Monday, November 23rd. Please let me know if you have any suggestion or need any suggestions. We have tons of amazing programs to choose from. And I mentioned that I had just ordered the 21-day fix. So something just quick and easy, but I try to make it, I don't want to say it's sugar-coated, but it's not super straightforward, and I don't make it where they have to respond to me. I don't feel like it's as salesy, and then I just try to touch base with them every, few days just to see if they've seen it and if they have any interest. And if I still don't get any responses, then I just put them on the list for like the next month to touch people with.
Christy, did you want to go ahead and introduce Rebecca?
Yeah. Okay, so Rebecca joined us late April, and she kind of just hid behind the scenes just because she was working on herself. She wasn't ready to share. So all of a sudden, she came out. It was like October, then 2 weeks later, she's Emerald and hit SE8, and then now she's at last month, and now she's at SE8 now. So Rebecca, you have 2 minutes.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Let me unmute myself. Really, I guess, you kind of did a little bit what I was going to say. For me, really, I felt like I needed to focus on me before I could help other people. And so, like, one of my biggest thing is making yourself a priority. And I don't feel like I could have shared what I've shared over the past 2 months until I got to that point. And to kind of back up what Heather was saying, for me, the personal development has been so key because for 8 years, I essentially wasn't filling my head with anything positive. I mean, I go to church every Sunday, I'm in a Bible study, but I wasn't like doing like words of affirmation to myself every day. Like, you're great. So, I really try to start off my day. I do the first 5, which is a Christian Bible-based, like literally 5 minutes before I even get out of bed. I either read or watch their posts. And then last month, since I made the Success Club, I was able to do Darren. I can't think of what his last name is, but he's awesome. And even if you didn't make it last month, he has a website called darrendaily.com. And if you sign up for it, he'll send you either a text or an email every day. And it's literally like 3 to 5 minutes. It's either a video of him talking or something for you to read. And it's a great way to start your day. I think